gentlemen, niggas and nigglets, niggas and bitches, welcome to another episode of the pod. We calling this one episode 0 with my new co-host, Free La. Alright, so today we're going to give you a little introduction into how we know each other and just a little bit on us, as well as some relationship talk, if she's willing to get into it, okay? So first off, y'all already know me. I got a couple episodes. Been trying to find a co-host. I found my co-host. I wanted to have a female because a lot of times we have conversations that are on both sides, and I don't want it to be one-sided. And I feel like Free La can help me with that scenario. You dig? Don't mind me for a split for the day. So I'm just enjoying that shit. But yeah, Free La, what's bracking? You know, what's good?
I don't know. I'm happy to be here. I'm excited when I saw that you were actually doing a podcast. Right away when I watched the first couple of episodes that I saw on Instagram, I was like, I can do this. I got a big mouth. I talk all the time. So I have a million and one opinions, so why not? You know,
exactly.
see, and it just, the stars aligned, and it worked out.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm glad to see, or I'm excited to see kind of where this goes.
Okay. Me too, you know, I got the little Brody in the back, my editor, you know what I mean, Bless the Bandit, a.k.a. Dante. Yeah, we've been trying to go at this thing for about 2 years now, you know what I'm saying? So, it's been a work in progress. I mean, if you see the first video, there's a curtain behind me. Then we started, you know, the next 2 episodes we did this. Free is a stylist, you know. Black empowerment, right?
That's right.
All right, okay.
Right.
I know I use the left on the camera is gonna be the right. You know what I mean? Don't worry. Don't sweat the brother, okay? I'm trying to work with y'all, man. You know my favorite hashtag, build with me. She's gonna be helping with a better design. So just know that with her, my brother, and another person we added who's Rain Man, who has a book, an audio book, and he's actually,
it's an interactive book that is called Idiot's Knowledge.
Oh, my bad, bro. I didn't get all the facts. You're going to have to get used to that. That's just part of my character. I get what I want. I take in a little bit of what I want. And then I devise I don't want my opinion to be, you know, turned the wrong way to who I am by getting all the information and then listening to everybody else and then kind of taking what they have. I like to just base a lot of my stuff off my own personal experience, my own knowledge, as well as knowledge from others, but I don't really take everything that they say to heart or intake it. Sometimes it's white noise to me.
Really? So you don't think that even listening to another opinion or information and facts, you can take it all in, you can even soak it all in, but still, if your foundation of your ideal is that strong, taking all that in, it wouldn't change it anyways.
The thing is with me, I'm like a
stubborn like a bull.
Yeah, well, I'm a Taurus, but I'm like there's like this much gray, and everything else is black and white.
Really?
Do you know what I mean? Because, you know, for me, my opinion is there's left and there's right.
Yeah.
There's no third. You don't have a third hand. You got 2 legs, right?
Mm-hmm.
2 plus 2 equals what?
4.
So everything has to be what? Logical, no? Rational.
To a certain extent, there is.
Yes, to a certain extent. Like,
there
I mean,
is
no, but I'm saying, like, for me, a lot of the stuff that I talk about, or a lot of things that I might be interested in, there's like this much gray in it.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Now with the outside world, with transphobia and stuff like that, yeah, there's a bigger gray in there because I'm not experiencing it. I don't really know anything about it. I'm trying to learn, right? So, in the cases of me trying to learn, yeah, I soak up everything. Do you know what I mean? You know, my opinion might change in the beginning. Like, what would be a good thing? Like, when it came to one of my favorite video games, 2K, right? The last couple of years, it's been like, this year, like, they just fucked the whole thing up. I don't even play this shit no more. People are like, oh, it's a great game. Buddy, it's trash. Like, it's terrible. I can't spend 2 hours of my life playing this bullshit and even attempting to enjoy it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's bullshit. They know it's bullshit. I know it's bullshit. But you're trying to tell me it's great.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like, don't pour syrup on shit and tell me it's pancakes. Like, I have eyes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's shit. You just put syrup on shit. Now everybody in this world in life has to eat a bowl of shit. Not literally, but you know what I mean?
Right.
At your job, dealing with certain people, certain interactions, sometimes you have to eat a bowl of shit. But you have to be willing to eat that bowl of shit. If I put the bowl of shit in front of you and cuff you up and say you ain't going nowhere to eat that bowl of shit, I'm not giving you the choice, am I?
Right.
You know what I mean? People would say it's a choice, but if you're cuffed and you're linked to something and you can't move until this is done, then there's no choice. You have to do that to be able to move forward.
To move forward, right.
So, anything you want to add to that? You want to open up a little bit here? Just, you know what I mean? Say it with your chest.
Eat the cake, Anna May. Eat the cake.
Hey.
I don't know, what are we going to talk about? You said relationships.
Yeah, relationships. Well, no, I mean, give me your perspective as a female. What system you would call the dating system?
Oh.
I don't know what levels. Because I have a couple, and these aren't all directly from me. They're from interactions with family members and people I know. And there's two or three little systems, actually 2 systems. And then there's not a standard, a baseline almost.
Okay.
For 3 types of women I've met in my life. Girls, ladies, females, whatever you want. I mean, the opposite sex.
Okay. Okay, so what are those 3?
Well, why don't you let me know what your basis is, and then I'll come back in. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you get it all off your chest.
My basis of the types of relationships.
Yeah, well, when you were younger, were you looking to have a boyfriend, or were you looking to have somebody you can just chill with, everything's cool? You know
what I mean? when I was younger, suffering from the Cinderella syndrome that most young women are told about in life, right away it was like, no, I'm supposed to have a boyfriend. That's what I'm supposed to do. You know, you find the boy, you like the boy, then you get married, and then you have babies, and blah blah blah, right? But we're being fed that. We're being told that as a woman, that's your role, and that's what it is expected of you. So growing up, I was always like, okay, I like this boy, and then we're gonna date, right? Not knowing what dating was. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Right? And also, my perspective of what dating was clearly would have been completely different than his. And
in some cases, other cases, men are fed the same thing. You're supposed to be able to provide, care for, and find yourself a wife who you can have kids with, and she can take care of all the dishes and fucking all those, and she's just at home, and you bring home the bread. I think that's something.
But I'll put this in there that both of those types of stories or scenarios are fed to us as, young men and young women.
Yes.
But the ideal is that they occur at different phases of our life. For
Yes.
women, it's supposed to be pretty much like after high school kind of thing, or at least it was.
Yeah.
For guys, you're supposed to go out there and run and sow your royal oats and all of that kind of stuff and have your time until you're ready for that woman. Whereas women, we're supposed to sit down, keep ourselves prudent and chaste, while he's out here getting all this experience, not even just sexual experience.
Yeah, just experience, just life experience.
Experience, period. And then we're just supposed to sit here naive
Yeah.
and pure for this guy who's eventually going to come and sweep us off our feet. But as you look at it, that guy to come in and sweep you off your feet sometimes doesn't come until he's all 30, 35, 40 plus.
Yeah.
And then you have this woman who sat there for how many years of
just
her
chilling,
not experiencing life, and maybe not building relationships or having relationships that may not have lasted, but they've given her the experiences to see that what she wants or what she doesn't want or what she wants to accept in a relationship and in a man.
Yeah.
Right? She's just told that, no, you sit, you wait, and then this guy who has all the answers is going to come and it's going to be all right. It's Cinderella syndrome.
Yeah. I mean, So when you're looking for a man, what are the top three things, or how would you grade them in dealing with level? Like, okay, this could be a good friend. Okay, this could be a sex
Okay.
partner. Okay, this could be the one. Okay, this could just be some fun times for a moment. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's, you know what I mean? Like, I've talked to females who said, like, yeah, they had a guy who would just come chill. They had a guy taking them to movies and dinner. They had
Mhm.
another guy for the romping. One guy that loved to party.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, it wasn't like they were having sex with all of them, but everyone had a purpose.
Right. Yep.
Right? But this is what I heard from a female. Like,
Yeah.
everybody had a purpose. While I think for us males, you know, and we had this conversation before, like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's not that it's harder for males to get a female. It's harder for males to get the female that they desire and that they want and they know that they want.
Mhm.
Because sometimes the actions that they showed when they were younger or the actions that they may be showing at that time, because they haven't had that woman who is both the yin and the yang, or could be your yin to your yang. You know what I mean? Kind of shit. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes people end up not realizing that what they want in a partner is them.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay, because sometimes when I say this stuff to people, like, they think I'm crazy. You know? I'm like, no, like, you know, if you're a dad, if you and your dad had a strong relationship, most likely the man that you're looking for, not consciously but subconsciously, is something similar to your dad because he's treated you well. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know, he's provided. You know what I mean? He's been reasonable. He's been somebody you can look at and say, "I'm proud." Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's what you might be looking for in a husband.
Well, more than likely because your parents are the first modelers of adult behavior to a child, period. And that's why they say that, for young girls, her father is the most integral man in her life in her young age, because then that's going to set the platform for who they choose or who they look for in a partner. So, based on either he's a good dad or he's a not so good dad or a negative male energy in the space,
Yeah.
then women tend to go for that. And the same goes for guys too, I think, with their mother, right? It's
Yeah.
very Freudian, but with their mothers, if a guy has a mom who, she was partying all the time and he was always chilling at grandma's house and blah, 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 deep down inside, he may want a very different woman from his mother.
Yes.
But in his actions, just on a basic and daily level, he's still seeking out his mom because that's who he was missing.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So
Yeah.
I think the top three things, I guess, to qualify men for me has definitely changed over the years, right?
Well, of course it's changed, but everybody's thing changes.
It's
right?
changed, but when you initially meet someone or when you initially find someone, you don't look at them and be like, oh, he looks like he can read a book. And that's what I want. I want good conversation. I'm going to see somebody and be like, he's hot, he's attractive. He can get it. Right?
Yeah.
That's how women think. We might not say it out loud, but usually when a guy is with a girl, it's because she's already decided. If you guys get to the moment and all of a sudden her bras and panties matched, she put that shit on before she left the house, so she made up her mind that this guy's gonna get it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now, you see, that goes into what I'm saying. Like, for a male, it's not as easy as people think it is.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, you know what I mean? You got to get the girl. So, and everybody has their go-tos. You know, me, funny, crack jokes, liven up the, you know what I mean, the spot. For some guys, maybe it's they're quiet and they kind of have this mystery and sexy undertones of them. And like I said, women pick and choose what they want at the time or what they're planning. Like, I have, like I said, 3 systems. So like the first system is right off. It's gonna piss a lot of ladies off. But there's 3 types of Tasmanian devils, right? So there's the one you can guide. You can just fuck shit up with it. Like, you know what I mean? And it always comes back. Like, you don't have to worry. You don't have to stress it. It's well trained.
Okay.
That's a female who, do you know what I mean? all of her actions are very predictable.
Okay.
She wants the club. She wants to party. She wants to have a job, but that's it right now. Just all about having fun. All good with it. The second one now is one that you can hold on to, but every once in a while you gotta like just let it go. Like you can't even like really even attempt to guide it. You just have to just. It's like a wild horse, but it's tameable. But you know, every once in a while, the wild horse starts bucking. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Now that's the girl who may be done wrong by some men, and because you and those men are showing the same traits in the beginning, like we'll say something as simple as just doing the small little things, but
Mhm.
then maybe blowing up about something that isn't that important, but it's important to them, and it makes it seem like.
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
okay,
I'm with
so
you.
now the third one. You know how they have like that smash glass for emergency shit? Like, you know what I mean? Like that is something. If you even touch it, it's gonna fuck your shit up, fuck your whole life up.
Yeah.
That's the girls out here on that thirst trap, popping that coochie out here, fucking every nigga trying to get information. Like that. To me, there's three types of females, right?
But that could be one female before, during, and after her period.
Of course.
I'm just
No,
saying.
no. Listen, of course, but you see, karma's a bitch, right? So you never know any of the dirty shit you did or I did or anybody did back in the day when it's gonna catch up with you.
Right.
It can catch up to you today. It can catch up with you 20 years from now. Do you know what I mean? But if you out here and that's your first go-to, like that's how people know you. Like, you know what I mean? I knew a few girls where it's just like the homies just ran through that. Like that wasn't. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So like when I looked at it, like when I see somebody trying to date that or like, what are you doing? Because I don't know about females, but it's embarrassing for me if I'm hanging with my homies and all my homies hit the girl like that's supposed to be my girlfriend and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So everybody got to so like, and it's not to shame her. That's her choice in life. But don't be upset about that. You chose to do that. Like it's just like males. If I choose to be celibate and not have sex, right?
Mhm.
That's my choice. People will call me a geek, a queer, a virgin, a loser, whatever. But if that's my choice, that's my choice. I have to be responsible for that. I have to hold the repercussions in that shit.
But why should there even be repercussions on your choice?
Okay. Would you date a guy who slept with all your friends?
No,
Why?
because of my friends, not even necessarily because of him. That's way too close. You're asking for
No,
trouble,
but
in my
no,
opinion.
no, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're
It's
asking for
the
trouble.
same. Like you said different words and you phrased it differently.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that like it's not oh my friends fuck this bitch. It's like what is she? What is she about? What is she doing? Like what's going on here?
Mhm.
Like you had sex with this man, that man, and now you want to kiss upon me, and then now you want to be my girlfriend. But I'm like,
So, well,
The
does
rest-
it make it any different than? Okay, so say it's a group of friends. There's 6 y'all. Okay, she's fucked 4 of your friends.
Yeah.
Some way or another.
she couldn't be my girlfriend. I never said I wouldn't deal with it on maybe like a homie level or friends with benefits level. I'm not saying I wouldn't do that. I'm saying that can never be my girlfriend. Like that can't be my wifey. Do you know what I mean?
Just let me finish. Okay, so out of the 6, there's been some here, there, and everywhere. There was a point in time that 4 of those guys she was with. She's your girlfriend now, okay, just
Yeah.
for sake of argument. She's your girlfriend now. What difference does it make if it was just 4 other guys
I don't.
as opposed to your crew?
I don't know them. I don't converse with them. A lot of these niggas out here be pillow talking and shit, man. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I can't.
Yeah, I guess because my mind is going, well, the count is still the same. So then,
The count's
so
the same, but
it's not about the numbers; it's about
the people.
the people. Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just to me, it's weird. It was like another way I phrase it, low hanging fruit, right? So like, what a male would look in potential of a girl who is a party girl is she lives at home, with her parents. At the age I was at, either she's just going through university, she's got a job, but she doesn't drive.
Mhm.
That's workable. Because she's going to school, so she's showing me that she wants to have education. She wants to have a career. Two, she's actually still working. Like, you know what I mean? If she's in the parents' house, anybody won't do that shit in the beginning when you that age. You know what I mean? And I was talking about like early 25, like early 20s, so like 25 at the max. You know what I mean? Like she's going to school, she's working, she wants to have fun. That's workable because she has goals that she has set for herself. I have goals I've set for myself. We can work together and help each other build these goals, and in the same time build bigger goals that we can do together. Now that girl, she's a 2. Okay.
Okay.
Like so, she'd be mid key because you know I have the high key, low key.
Yeah.
So that's a mid key. All right. A low key. Oh, I'd be fucking kung fu and shit. But anyways, a low key is like a girl who has her own place, is working, and you know she's trying to enjoy life, and she doesn't know where things are gonna take her, but she's just not out there like that. Like it's like you, your homegirl, and her sister. You guys go on a vacation. It's not like you go to somebody's wedding, or you know what I mean. Like you guys kind of, and you're just enjoying life. Like you're not looking for anything. Do you know what I'm saying? And you're not showing no mixed signals. You're just being like, yo, this is who I am. I'm just chilling, just relaxing, whatever's whatever. But you know, you're still trying to find that one thing you want to do.
Okay.
But you're dedicated. That is a low key. Now you see the high key bitches, and I only see bitches, ladies, the opposite sex, because these women are fucking terrible. Okay, they in the club every fucking week. Itchy eye. All right, trying to find the nearest drug dealer with some paper that's looking for some pussy that night.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen some girls do some like fucked up shit, like fart on motherfuckers while they dance. Like, yeah, B, like some foul shit. Yeah, me get a drink, give him a little bubble, and you know, but he don't hear it. He just smell it. You know what I mean? Now she start looking at him for like I'm telling you, like I know some people that are just like this do evil shit. As females and males, don't get it twisted. Like I can go on about some like this evil shit, but you know that's what I consider a high key. Like that's something. Like I said, it's like the Tasmanian level 3. Like you can't touch it. Like if you let it touch you, you gonna fuck your shit up.
Yeah.
Because whether you're somebody who has ambitions for bigger and better things, or you're on the road, or you're just kind of in that space, that person is very dangerous. They like to converse with everybody. They like to be around everybody. Like they don't have any boundaries or honor or loyalty. Like if me and you are homies, right?
Yeah.
You know, you're a female, I'm a male, right? You're a lady, I'm a guy, right? But there's a girl I'm hanging around with you don't like. You know what I mean? I don't really need to know the full. I just say, okay, if you're my homie, I ain't gonna really kick you with them so much less kick you with them. Like if I bump into them, yeah, cool, but I just kind of keep it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to get involved in it. I don't want to know people's business, but you know what I mean? It could be a scenario where you sat me down and said, yo, you know, D, like, that ain't cool. Like, next time, don't bring me around. Or have that around. You know what I'm saying? Now I know, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, but a lot of times people, they don't see that shit. I'm not saying people are all evil and do bad things.
No.
And this goes for the male and the female side, right? But, you know, I've seen it more in females, like females who have children for people and think they're meal tickets. Like, that's a high key bitch. Like, you should have known, and I know it's hard to judge people like that, and I'm not trying to judge people, I'm just saying, you can change over time, but if you're doing something like dirty, like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're setting niggas up or something like that. You can't expect to, like, find a man. Who's even the most squarest dude hears something like that. He has no connection to those people. He like, oh, her mannerisms, her actions, the way she carries herself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, you've seen some guys where, like, they haven't grown. They're like the same guy that the day that you met them.
Right.
They're the same person.
But
and some are good and some are fucking evil, no?
real talk. Yeah. But then that goes into some people say, you know, I'm not going to change who I am because I'm keeping it real, when really they're just not evolving, because you can still keep it real and you can still be yourself and evolve.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's keeping it real?
I don't know. That's their words, not mine.
No. Like,
Keeping it real, I think, for some people is to stay. They've connected, I guess, with themselves in a way that they're very comfortable with. And now they don't want to change views. They don't want to change opinions. They don't want to mature. Maybe some of the grimy shit that they have done, they think, like, you know, that's the way to go. And I was doing it at 21 and I'm still doing it at 35. Because that's me and I'm keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
yeah.
that you're just not evolving. You've put yourself in a box and you can't grow in a box with a lid on it.
Yeah, definitely. I've been a very stubborn person, and at one point in time I was like that. And then I started realizing that it matters what my opinions are, but my opinions and my views are not the end all be all. And that I have to look at fact and know what it is, whether I believe it to be true or not.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I mean fact, like I don't have to feel it, smell it, touch it, all that bullshit. But you know what I mean? It has to be not a known fact. Like, you know, 2 + 2 = 4, right?
Right.
Simple. Like, there's no other way around that equation. And I can definitely change. Or just do a little bit more research and listen to a little bit more of other people's opinions on it.
Yeah.
And if most of them they don't have to fully line up, but like, you know, just some of the words being used, you know, the abbreviations of things, to know, like, okay, this is fact. It's not like the China thing. Not talking about the China thing, but you know what I mean. The China thing with the NBA, or you know, with America in general, where they kind of stop trading and shit. Like, I know a little bit about it, but like, I'm not that concerned about it because I'm like, everything comes from China. Like, you ain't got no choice.
Right.
Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't talk about somebody else's backyard, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I talk about American shit a lot too. I have family in America, but you know what I mean? I don't really talk too much about it as if, like, you know, I'm American, but yeah.
No. Right. So, you made we had this conversation last week, but you were saying how it is difficult, or it's not as easy as it seems, for men just to get women of quality.
Well, see, when I mean get women, I don't mean have sex with them.
Yeah.
I'm talking about find a woman who helps them with their stability. Whether they're an unstable person and they're an unstable person, and that works, or they're unstable and the other person's stable, or the other person's unstable and they're stable. However it works, for most people it works, right? But in the beginning, certain things can tell you. It's like, okay, if me and this girl are dating, and every day she get up and she go to work, she never see me leave the house, but I always have money. She be talking to people. You know what I mean? But she always see me have money. Now, if she herself did not know that this person is doing something illegal, how crazy do you think that have to be? Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't know he's doing something illegal. So when the police come now, like, you gonna act real innocent? I mean, you're supposed to. I'm not saying you're supposed to hold the fucking charge. But some of these girls turn into El Rata. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
dude, hey, it's all John's shit. It's John's. John be talking to Billy and Frank, and I don't know what they be doing.
But some people just aren't built for that. Period.
If you're not built for that, you see the signs. Would you assume, if you see somebody never go to work, always got money, and just be talking to some people, and it's not even like they come over and they chill, like they and they go money.
Yeah.
And you see people having the money. What do you think he is, a banker?
Well, yeah. A figurative one, but a banker nonetheless.
Yes.
No, it's very true, but I think the way that we see, I don't know if it's so much the same now, but the drug dealer, the bad boy, is so glorified, right? That women...
God bless another chat, niggas.
Yeah. women are attracted to that, right? And the lifestyle and all of that fury that comes with it, regardless if they're built for it or not.
Yeah.
You know, all the fury that comes with it. Yeah, and then when the shit does hit the fan, then they're like, what the fuck? This is actually real? It's not, you know, the 15th time they played that movie on BET. This is like actually real? You know, I've been in situations with boyfriends who's, you know, they've done their shit.
Yeah.
And it came down to it that the police were calling my phone.
Yeah.
The cops were coming to my job to talk to me about it. And had I had 0 cents, it wouldn't have turned out well.
Right?
But I understood, I guess, or I caught on, or I understood the game. You know, I don't snitch, that's not what I do. Right? But I understood, and as much as they thought they were playing me, I was playing the same game.
Yeah.
At that time with those cops.
Yeah.
You know, and it's been a few situations, now that I think about it, that I've been in relationships like that where I had to step up to the plate because right now I'm in the moment.
Well, that's the thing, though,
How
right?
do you
You're
navigate
involved,
it?
but that's the thing, though. You're involved because you
By
do
proxy.
have, right? By proxy, and you do have some like. It's one thing if you see somebody once a month.
Yeah, that's.
You know what I'm saying?
I
but
still
if it
wouldn't
was,
snitch, but I
no,
just
no,
feel like,
that's
I don't
no.
know what
I'm
the
not
fuck
talking
you're
about no
talking
snitching. I'm just saying for you to even be able to pick up the without them telling you, with you being able to see what's going on,
Yeah.
process it, and know what's going on. If you see somebody once a month, bro, you don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
You don't know what the hell they're doing. But if you see somebody 3-4 times a day, or 3-4 times a week, I mean, you're gonna tell me you're not gonna have some idea of what's going
right.
on.
Yeah.
And it's not spying on people or watching people. It's like
It's opening your eyes and being present to what's going on, right? And you're correct in stating the fact that if I see this, I know this, well then I know maybe I don't expect what I've signed up for, but I know high level.
But when the police come, right? If you don't know nothing, okay, you don't know nothing. But then when they come in and trying to throw out some charges, now they got something. You know what I mean? And this is for men too. I've seen some men, well not seen, but heard of some men who were pimping, doing whatever, and the bitches got caught, and the niggas are the ones that roll. Because the girls just get caught with the man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he rolled. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People, like, that whole 6ix9ine thing, that shit bothers me. And that's the thing too, is just like, know what you're doing. Like, know what you're getting into. You don't have to fully know everything, but like, you know, if you want to go and work a 9 to 5, and somebody shoots somebody in front of your house, and the police ask you, and you tell them, hey, it was some black guy, I don't know, he yelled out John. I ain't snitching to me. Snitching to me is me and you's chilling, we're doing dirt, or you know about what I'm doing,
Mm-hmm.
and boom, now when you get latched, you're telling them my business.
Right.
To get yourself, you know what I'm saying? If you're a civilian, if you're a person who has no involvement in that shit, yeah, you know 1 or 2 people. So what? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody, whether you're black, white, Chinese, you're gonna have a family member that's involved in some type of shenanigans.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But if you yourself don't promote it, you don't hang with a lot of people who promote it, they see you with, you know, with Frank, and Frank's the big time drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they see you with Jonathan, who's the guy who's going to college, that the same college you're going to, and whatever. Just things that will tie you together, where you spend more time with that guy than with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Or this person. You know, like, people have to understand that type of shit. There's boundaries and shit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you know what's going on and you don't want to be part of it, do you know what I mean? But
Right.
sometimes you don't know, right? This is like having a crazy male or a crazy female. That's that Tasmanian 3 again, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's not even HIE. Some people are verbally and physically abusive, men and female.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some people, they hold their kids, you know, shit. Like they have a kid with somebody, or they have relations and shit go sour, and like that stays with them. So it doesn't matter how many ways you try to show that person that you give a shit. They're just wild. Like, you just can't deal with them. Those are also the snitch types too. You know what I mean? Because they're out here in everybody's fucking business. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? They looking like that dude off of Belly. You remember Belly? The guy with the banana? Like, I don't like that shit.
Yeah,
Drop
yeah,
the top. Like, that's how they are. Like, you know what I'm saying? They get the opportunity to be like, da 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 da.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
better
yeah,
than
yeah.
you. I mean, Instagram is taking out fucking likes. Did you see that little post that they had?
Yeah, I saw
It's like-
that.
Because people are going boom. I don't give a damn how many people like my fucking page. I don't give a fuck. I don't. Because most of the people that are on my page, I actually fucking know.
Right.
So I see them, like, the interaction that I have with them is not through a camera phone. It's in person like this.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe like once every month or once every 2 months, but, you know?
Well, I think it's because you're grounded, first of all. So, like that, you know, Instagram, social media, period, now has morphed into real life. And how do you. It's not. It's very selected pieces of my real life that I've contrived to make sure that it is perfect in this picture. Or, you know, if it's only pure videos of me going out and blah blah blah, so what? I never sleep. I never go home. I never wake up without no makeup on. I'd like it's so select and so contrived. People do what you want, but for us also as the viewers and taking in this media, to call that real life, and if this person, how many likes did you get, and blah blah blah. So if I didn't get a whole bunch of likes from a bag of strangers that I'm probably never going to meet,
Yeah.
I'm going to blow my head off. I don't know.
No, but that's the thing, though, right? Mental illness is one thing that I talked about. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not somebody who is saying that these people have a mental illness. I'm saying that could be one of many symptoms or many things.
I think they have a social illness because of the way that society and culture is now built or has evolved to.
Yeah.
That's where the illness is.
Yeah, like, if people don't see me and I don't have tons of followers or tons of views or,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm not important. And it's weird because I didn't get a cell phone till, like, grade 10.
Yeah.
And I had, like, the Ericsson, like, everybody's running around that phone. That was pay as you go. Had the BlackBerry pager or whatever the fuck, I forgot what pager
Yeah.
was. You know what I mean? The cell phone in high school. And you know what I mean? I felt like a king, but I was just outside. Like, I can remember partying so, like, I mean, kids do it now, but it seems like they do it more to show people
Yeah.
than to actually, like, just
They're
be
not
partying.
present. like I said, it's contrived. I'm out here, videos of me partying, but am I really actually enjoying this moment?
Yeah. Taking it mentally instead of trying to
And
keep it
experiencing it, right? And then 15, 20 years down the road when I'm with my homegirl, and oh, remember that one time when we went out? And nobody remembers nothing because we weren't actually experiencing it,
physical. Yeah.
feeling it, living it. We were Instagramming it
Yeah.
instead.
Or Facebooking it, you know.
Or whatever.
That's the thing, though, right? There's nothing wrong with doing it, and I think some people would take what I'm saying like to her, like, oh, well, because you don't have followers. No, it's not that.
No.
If you're on vacation, Instagram that shit. You're sharing an experience. But if this is your everyday life, what the fuck are you Instagramming it for, fam?
Right.
You know what I mean? And do some of your bad parts too in your life, you know.
Yeah, it's a reality.
You know what I mean?
But even that can tip the scale, you know, when every post is more of a cry for help or reaching out. And at least there is a forum to do that, or you use that platform to do that. But again, not everybody's going to be that sympathetic, you know,
I don't want to hear about
typer
your problems on Facebook.
on the other end.
I don't want to hear your problems on Facebook.
That's what tips the scale, right? Balance.
I don't even really fuck with Facebook too hard.
I
Let's
don't
do
even
it for
have
this gaming
Facebook
league.
anymore. I haven't had Facebook in years.
Yeah.
Something
Got
about it that...
lockbook.
Yeah.
Police, the panda.
Yeah, I don't know. Just as opposed to Instagram, Facebook just, I don't know. For me, there's just no allure for me to
Yeah.
it. So I chose not
Yeah,
to.
no, I
But to stop.
do it for the gaming league and to keep in contact with some family that's out east.
Yeah, makes
You know what I
sense.
Like in the very beginning, and that's what I'm saying. Like I was telling the whole boy, like, could probably go on my Twitter page and find some shit that probably people wouldn't like too much.
Yeah.
You know, I don't stand by a lot of those statements now. I'm not walking them back, but we were younger, single, just totally different mindset. And that's the thing too. Like you said, it is true. Like, you know, men do have the right.
They do not have the right.
No. When I mean they have the right. When I mean the right to feel like they're the ones that should experience everything, and the women shouldn't. But that's just not the way the world works.
Well, no, it can't
Do you
be.
know
It's
what I mean?
just that when you hear, or at least from my perspective, when you hear that there's a guy and he's been with X number of girls.
You don't want that guy. Or he has multiple baby mothers, right?
Right, yeah. So
Okay.
there's that scenario, but still, and I don't know if there's a male word for it, but he's not a slut. He's not a hoe. He's just he's just a dog.
You
know what I mean?
And that's the thing, though. That's the fucked up thing about society, right? And it's like, I'm not trying to say it's right.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? It's not right. Women should be able to, but it's there's a lot of men that believe that women should be extremely pure.
Chase, yeah. But then they're
Like-
gonna come up with their sewer genitalia and come fuck up my purity. How is that fair?
No, I'm not saying.
How is that fair though?
Oh, this girl said sewer genital. Yo.
I can use seasoned.
No.
little
Like,
bit better. But-
all I'm trying to say is you like STD swap. Okay, I feel you. I'm not saying that's the way it should be.
Right.
You know what I mean? I have no problem with the girl who wants to be promiscuous, like they say, or.
But why is it promiscuity for a girl and for a guy? It's just
Just hold on. Let me finish, right? I have no problem with that, as long as she's honest about it.
yeah.
Because there's on
absolutely.
both sides, guys do the same thing. Oh yeah, girl, I want you to be mine. Well, he's fucking now 6 other girls. So I'm not trying to make it seem like, do you know what I mean? But men, most of us are fucking dickheads, just naturally. Like, do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter if they were taught it. I think most men grow up in their beginning stages like, yeah, but what? Because we're already competitive with each other.
Yeah.
So we treat everybody like a competitor at a young age. And that's like, 12 till about 26, 27.
Really.
I would say. Like,
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially if you're enjoying what you're doing. Like, you're partying, you're fucking bitches, you're doing whatever. Da, da, da. It's like, and you're around people that you start to grow with, through the years. And, it's a notch on each other's belt and stuff. Women, I think, have the same thing. It's just different. I don't know. Maybe you can speak to it. But, do you know what I mean? Like, there's a competition going on constantly when we're young.
Okay, with each other.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
fucked this
yeah.
many bitches. No, you fucked this many. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's like sport. It's fucked up to say
Yeah,
that. Do you know what I
actually,
mean?
no word of a lie. I had said that. It was a while back, but I was talking to one of my friends, and he was saying how back in the day when he was younger, he didn't care, and like if he wanted to fuck a chick, he would. He's like, I would fuck other guys, bitches that I knew had men. These were his words, He's like, it made it easier because
She can't say nothing.
she can't say nothing because she's in the relationship. So this can also, he's like, but I slept with all these girls, and I said to him, so I was like, so really, you were just fucking for sport? And he was like, yo, yeah, I guess I was. So
It's like
there is some validity in that, and I think that even goes back to like the reptilian brain. That's just, I don't want to say men, but the human species.
yeah.
That's just a part of how you become.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes any sense, but it's just
The primal stages. Like,
yeah. That's just
like before there's real growth. Do you know what I mean? The
Yeah.
understanding to consequences and actions.
oh, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just a lot. And women go through the same thing too. I'm not saying they should be called any type of word. You know what I'm saying? Like, For me, like I said, and we had this conversation before. Like, yo, as a black man who wants himself experience, I had to alter my appearance for people to take me seriously when I came out of jail. You know what I mean? Makes me feel like when I hear people talk about the word slut or stuff like that. You know what I mean? When it's like there's people being discriminated on the color of their skin. Arabs who are honest people,
Mm-hmm.
but they're labeled terrorists. You know, blacks, gangbangers, and drug dealers. And Spaniard, whatever you want to call them, whatever racist term that they like to use it. Or, you know, they all fit into one car and their daughter goes outside in soccer shoes and a dress. You know, like just the stupid shit, right? There's all that shit going on. Right? And you want to talk to me about a fucking first world problem. There's kids in Africa whose parents' life are getting lost for less than $1 and they're left starving. And I don't live there. I don't really know if all this was happening, but it's been happening.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, to complain about a fucking word that you can change, because if you dress appropriately and carry yourself appropriately, people aren't gonna call you a slut. But if you're out here with your coochie hanging out, titties hanging out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's look crazy. If a man's walking down your street, with his dick hanging out, no clothes on, what's wrong with this freak?
That's the thing. You're gonna say for him, he's a freak, or there's got to be something wrong. If a woman does it, she's just a hoe. She's just a slut. It's a double standard, right?
I know.
Yeah, because you see a guy honestly walking down the street with his dick out. People are gonna be like, "What the fuck?
Oh,
This guy's
pervert.
sick."
Yeah, he's sick pervert. But I mean,
but there's something for that. It's just not that, you know, it's a woman who is a slut or unpure or whatever, has her tits and her ass out because she's looking for trouble or looking for buddy, and that's it.
I'm not saying she's looking for buddy. I'm saying that she's giving the wrong message to the wrong people. Right. Not everybody has common sense and just knows this person's just loose with themselves. They don't care.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If I see a girl like that, I'm not like sketa boomer. She just loose with herself, man. Let her go on. You know what I mean?
Right.
When she wakes up and realizes that that's not how she wants people to view her, cool, but I'm not going to be the one calling her that.
Yeah.
But yet again, I go back to, we're talking about a word that can be changed by perception.
Okay.
Whether it's right or wrong, right?
Mm-hmm.
Compared to somebody not having that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's subtle little ways, okay, they speak English very well for an Arab, or they're born here, and you know what I mean? Like, little things like that, like, make things a little easier for them. But they have to conform, like, it's not like white people. Right. You know, and I'm not trying to make it racist, you know what I mean?
No,
I'm just,
no.
You know what I mean? It's just simple. You know, my dad told me from a young age, some things, a lot of things they can walk to, that you gotta run to. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So, you know, you can do the best job and be efficient and do all these other things, but sometimes you don't get rewarded, right?
You have to do it 3 times as hard.
You don't get rewarded, so, you know, that's just another thing. But yeah, I'm not saying it's right for women to be called sluts and shit like that. Like, that is not what I'm saying. You know what I mean? To me, I'm saying it's just a word that, as much as you don't want to have to dress appropriately, or maybe just carry yourself all around appropriately, and that goes for males too. Who wants to be around a guy who smells like shit and ass and dick and his teeth yellow and, you know what I mean? Like, he just stinks. And then you gotta sit beside him, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere at work, on your computer or whatever. And every day you gotta smell this. And, yo, B, shower, man. Use deodorant, bro. You know? Change your clothes, B.
Mm-hmm.
No?
Well, yeah. But it's still not at the same level as it is for women. It's
Okay.
not. It's not.
Okay.
Because our sexuality and sexualities automatically are attacked based on that, right? And I'm saying for men, that's not the first go-to, right? That's not the first method of control, is to attack their sexuality or their sexualities based on their appearance. Whereas for women,
but what I'm saying though, how can you attack? Like, tell me something you would consider like it, because a lot of it's words, right?
right?
Do you see what I'm saying? There's
Mhm.
meanings. You know, I have MOB tattooed on my hand. Some people think it's money over bitches. Some people think it's money over bullshit. Some people think it's member of blood. Some people think it's the mob. Like, there's, do you know what I mean? Everybody,
Yeah.
until I tell them what it means. But with the word slut,
Mhm.
if you know you're not doing that, and somebody calls you that because of the way you're dressed, I know it's hard, but sometimes you have to look at people and laugh.
Well, yeah, I still wouldn't care because
No,
I know what my
I'm not
truth
saying
is.
you care. I'm
Yeah,
just saying
but
in general, right?
yeah,
Like, you
and
should be able to look and laugh, like, especially if you have common sense. You're going to a party, that's why because you want to look fly.
mhm,
Cool. I'm talking about you can't go to your work dress however you want.
right.
So that's how outside society is.
Mhm.
It's cold outside. You want to walk outside in a bikini shit. First thing people are gonna say, you're mad, you're sick in your head, and then maybe the slut word might come out. She must be running from some dick or going to go get some dick and just wanna
Yeah.
whatever the case is. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, for a male, I don't know what word would be degrading enough to say, what, pedophile? But then he's not touching kids, he's just running around with his dick out. So
Right.
there's something wrong with him. Right? He's running around with his dick out. Now, yeah, women are covering most. It's it's hard for some males to restrain themselves when they see a very voluptuous, sexual looking woman.
Attractive women, right?
Yes, attractive. But I'm using those words because those are the words that these perverts will use.
Yeah.
She's very plush. She's plentiful. Like they
Fetishize it.
yeah,
Yeah,
right.
right.
So now, if they see them in regular clothes all the time, they still have those things, but there's a little more mystery, and some of them might not be as touchy grabby and as quick.
Mhm.
While if you were exposing more, they can see more, and you were very polite, but you knew what was going on. Like you adding a showing, and you adding a little flair to it. You know what you're doing.
Right.
So why are you upset about the consequences of your actions? Because if I go out here fucking everybody you know, and then I even try to have a conversation with you, probably by the third or fourth person, you're like, this guy's kind of disgusting. Like, I don't know what, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you don't know what they're doing. You know they're having sexual interactions, but you don't know if they're yamming box at it. All those type of things. I'm just saying, I'm just being honest.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All these people you know. And now they come talk to you, you're like, yo, be taught that way. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where your mouth been.
Mhm.
Because Shakika and I'm only using these names because I'm a fucking dickhead like that. But you know what I mean? Becky with the good hair and Joanne.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Been ran through. They're like, yeah, he my body and that, all type of things. Like, he's a real freak. And now he come talk to you, whether he's got that long dick, it don't matter. Cause
right.
you're gonna be like,
Yeah.
yeah, like 6 of them? You couldn't just do 2 of them and just, all right, cool.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a pride thing too. If you really like a guy and he fucks 5 of your friends before he comes talk to you, hold on. So I'm the 6th best? That's what you're trying to tell me.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So does what I'm saying make sense? Like
It does. Well, yeah. If there's first, just for me, in terms of my friends, if my friends are with a guy and they're fucking, right away he becomes asexual to me. He's a eunuch. He doesn't even have a member.
okay.
I stop seeing them as a sexual being.
Okay.
Just because that's my friend.
Yeah.
Right? And that's your move now. Even if it's the two of us at the same time and we look at one guy, which has never actually really happened because we just have different tastes, but we look at one guy and then he steps to her.
Not all guys are like that.
Yeah. Not all guys, or some guys see two friends and they're like, it's the both of them.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want the both of them.
And yet again, these ladies, these girls, the opposite sex, obliges it. So if you're doing this and promoting this, why are you upset with the label?
Mm-hmm.
Because if a guy goes, yeah, dog, okay, that doesn't sound like a bad word.
No.
But think about it. He's a dog. He knows he's a dog. You know he's a dog. What does a dog do? Bark, fuck, and got fleas.
Mm-hmm.
You want to lay beside a dog that's got fleas?
Right.
Fuck everything. So if you choose to lay down with that, you choosing what you want.
Right.
That's like those guys that get those girls those older men that get the girls and they're paying them, and those girls are sitting there living off these old men all because they want a little piece of pussy, but she, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She gets to travel the world and shop.
Mhm.
What's she supposed to be called?
Smart.
See what I mean, though? So it doesn't matter if it's a male calling another male a dog or a woman calling a male a dog. But if a girl called you a slut, how would you feel? Because if it's the word slut, some girls be calling other girls slut.
Oh yeah, all the
Right?
time, right?
And do you think that sometimes they actually know what that person might be carrying on with?
Or into? Well, and usually when you have
Because I don't really think it
This
comes from
girl's-
people who don't know you.
this
all.
girl's a slut or that girl's a slut, for one girl to be calling another girl that at times, not always, but at times it's because it involves
Another cock.
the dude. The dude that either I didn't get, so now I'm pissed off. Well, she's a slut anyways. That's why he likes her, just because she's easy or he got to fuck her quicker or blah, blah, blah. That's my wounded ego. But I'm using slut because slut is this word that is used for attack.
Yeah. Well, it's just like the word nigga. Like I don't need to get mad at that shit no more. When I was younger, I used to get so angry.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, when I hear somebody say that to me, I'm telling you, I literally I start laughing. That's all you can do, bro.
Right.
Is say a word. Alright. What they say, don't feed my child.
Right.
Don't pay my bills. Don't make me shit. Don't put gas in my car. Or have anything to do with my life other than talk.
Right.
So yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like when it comes to the word, like for a black woman, yeah, that word can be very damaging because as black people, we're still kind of looked down upon. Even though we have our thing, you know, hip hop and sports and
Mm-hmm.
you know things like this, a podcast, entertainment per se, we're still not treated as well, and especially women. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when I hear the word slut, I'm like, these are all these other things I know that affect me on a daily. And then
Yeah,
even if I was a
yeah,
woman, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
the
I
first
can
thing is my
appreciate
fucking
that.
color. Like,
Well, yeah.
Oh, you're saying a word to me? We've been hearing nigga and fuck them coons, all this shit for years. Like, the word slut, I don't know when the fuck it was created, but I don't
Mhm.
think it was created before nigga.
Absolutely.
I don't think it was created before coon. I don't think it was created before a lot of these derogatory references people use to denigrate black people.
Right.
Right?
Right, yeah.
So, yet again, like I said, the word for me, slut, is like kind of holds it's a first world problem.
Oh, okay. Okay. No,
Like,
no, I
oh,
get
my
it.
cell phone's gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, you
You
should have
slut.
charged it, bitch. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But is there anything else you want to get into?
No, this was good talks, though. I enjoyed
Okay,
this.
all right.
It's good.
Well, like I said, thank you. Oh, by the way, shout out to my new sponsor, Win is Win. I haven't done one of these in a minute. You know what I mean? Check him out. I'm following him on Instagram. That'd be the Balance of Opinions podcast. Type in for the code 123BALANCE to get 65% off. He's a graphic designer. He's in the States. He'll get shit set up to you. Shirts, mugs, you name it. This is your boy King E Crush Glass. I'm my new co-host and homegirl.
Free law.
Ah.